And with luck, this will not crash. Ta-da! Alright, so welcome everyone. Sorry that the stream is really starting 5 minutes late because, yeah, I'm getting a message. Yeah, Alurka's having some technical issues. I'm just going to start, and Alurka can join in once he's okay and ready. I will be releasing all the scores and everything at the end of the stream, just for the sake of tension and whatnot. So yeah, this is week 1, and I'm just going to go and quickly show you what this is. All of these have had their metadata scrubbed, so you can see there's no spoilers. This is the puzzle. As all of you have known. So this puzzle is called Improved Explosive Phial, or Improved Explosive Vial. I don't really know why PH used to be a stand-in for V, but it's just, yeah. So the story behind it is, well, welcome back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can.
Yay! Okay, Alurka's back. I was just introducing the puzzle. So, the story behind it is, we've got Varen Ravari from House Kolvan, who managed to find one of the explosive vials that Anateus was making for House Vantasson, and he's like, Anateus, I can do better. So he takes Anateus' vial and makes it even more explosive. And that is the main gist of it. Now, there's a few things to note about this puzzle. There's a triplex bond between a salt and a fire atom here. And the only way to make this is to have a fire atom here, and then you calcify one of the fires. If you do that, you can see the fire gets calcified to, or the fire gets triplex bonded to the salt, and it remains as a triplex bond. It doesn't suddenly become a normal bond. So that's how you get this. That's how you get this thing here, where you can triplex a fire to a salt. Now the metrics for this week were area gold cycles and gold cycles area. These required pretty different approaches to get an optimal score, and we'll see that there's that the minimum metrics for these were not trivial to find, and that was on purpose. I wanted there to be like a puzzle that was really easy to solve, but had a lot of like solution space where the hardcore and all the experienced players can really flex and, well, just experiment, really. So yeah, with that spiel out of the way, let's take a look at area gold cycle solutions, starting at the bottom.
And I'm just going to say I'm trying to deliberately avoid spoilers, so I have no idea what's coming, except for my own.
Okay, so this is all by... Here it is. So Poopyhead unfortunately has the lowest scoring area gold cycle solution, but that is more because he decided to optimize for cycles instead. Yeah. So it's not really...
This is exciting.
Yeah, it's not really a fault of his own. It's really just, oh, whoops, I optimized for something that wasn't the metric. Yeah.
I like the approach. It's pretty.
You can see here where there's like a very obvious use of this 4:3 input ratio, and that's where you have 3 of these making, or 4 of these making 4 of the output. You just have to, you know, make it into a parallelogram. Next up, Kaldenhecker. It's not in alphabetical order. It's almost in alphabetical order, but it's not. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I get constantly annoyed by the rearranging solutions. I wish they would even stay in the same order.
I don't think this is it. AGC. Sunday. Okay, I think this is. Okay. Yeah. So this is Kaldenhecker's solution to AGC. And you can see that this isn't very area efficient because you have a 3-length arm swinging around all of this. If I
that's
bring
an
up,
enormous extra swing.
yeah, if I bring up the area overlay, you can see that all of these hexes are covered during the swing. It's a little unfortunate, but he is making buy without a disposal glyph. But just for reference, you can use a glyph of duplication in this puzzle to change all of those salts into fire. That will allow you to not have to store them.
Yeah, absolutely. And this was pretty. I really liked that you made the puzzle so that you do want waste in one approach and you don't want waste in the other, as I'm sure we'll see. Because I think it gave a nice dynamic that made cost and area quite different rather than very similar solutions.
All right, let's go to the next one. Next one is by Steven _. Oh. Where's the input? Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is gonna take a while to run.
Maybe fast forward it. This is a classic Steven solution for anyone who doesn't hang out on the Discord.
Yeah, it's 69 area because of course it is.
I'm a bit curious. I guess that must be why the why there's so much space between the two halves of the puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Yeah, it is height 2. I don't think a height 1 solution is possible. Maybe if you overlap, then yeah, but maybe I'll do that later. Alright, next up, Weird. So Weird was actually another person who only submitted 1 solution. And, yeah, unfortunately this one is also pretty big. Lots and lots of big swings, and it is quite a big area. Ah, right, triplex spawner forces 2 height. Thanks for reminding me of that. Yeah, it's interesting that there's a fire waste chain that's being made off to the side.
Yeah, that is interesting. Is that a side effect of a duplication?
I think it was the algorithm that yeah, it was an algorithm that Weird was using. He was taking the 3, he was duplicating duplicating the salt into fire, but for the last fire, he just took one off of the bottom of the input, and he just trashed the other two.
That makes sense.
Right. All right. Next up, JW Fire Dragon. Let's see here. JW Fire Dragon. it works. Yes, it does work. Yeah, so this one, you can see here, it is making, it's actually just storing this temporarily.
Yeah.
You can see it resets after 3 products. That's because the input ratio is 3 to 4.
Yeah, and that ratio is really critical for doing this wastelessly. Although some people may run into an issue that you can't actually do it in 3 inputs with some layouts that I found.
All right, this is the next one. Interestingly enough, this solution and the one before it, and the one after this one, actually all have 38 area, which means they're all tied for area, and the difference is the amount of stuff they used, aka the gold cost.
Right. Yeah, this is the first one arm solution we've had, right?
I think so. I have to go and check, but
there's definitely, you can see these solutions starting to push towards really, really low area, but the extra swings here cost a lot. All that area that's just being used for swings.
Yeah. We'll see a strategy to reduce this amount of area, because that big giant area swing there is because he's attaching the 4th fire atom onto there.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and if I watched that correctly, that last swing there, yeah. Oh, it's to hit the duplication glyph? No. That last swing there, I feel like it probably could have been done in a more efficient way to avoid swinging off to the left.
Which one?
Just with the last swing where it goes over the duplication glyph. Oh, and I guess it avoids swinging to the right, which isn't, which would hurt more.
All right. Next one is Topomouse.
Bricky, can you confirm that we're we're only doing all of the top solutions for each of the categories, right?
Oh, this is actually all of the solutions. Yeah, that's why I'm going by these pretty quickly. I think once we get to the lower area ones, I think we'll go by them pretty fast, because.
But I mean, like, each person's top solution.
Oh yes, that is correct. I am not going over people's less than optimized solutions.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I received somewhere around 240 solutions for this week, so yeah, even if we spent only like a minute on each solution, that would take 4 hours, so yeah. So this is Topomouse's AGC solution, and this one also turns out to be 38, and it beats Knife, Fork, and Shovel's solution by 15 gold. As you can see, it is making waste, and that is one big area contributor, because it'll just keep piling up.
Yeah, there's some area at the top with that swing. Really, oh, I see. So that would have been for optimizing cost to avoid using a piston, because otherwise arm 2 could just be a piston that that pulls the input down.
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah, arm
you could
1
swing
could
the input
be
around and save 3 area.
Yeah, you could do this and then have arm 2 grab and pull down here, and that would have saved some area, but oh well. So that's Topomouse. Next up is Purely Applied. Here it is. Now, Purely Applied comes in at 34 area. So this is 4 area less. And again, it is using this waste chain method. This algorithm here, where you take just the 2 fire atoms, is actually a algorithm that we'll see in the GC solutions soon. Okay, I need to go see who's at the door. I'll be right back.
I guess I'll use this chance to just drop some general commentary that with puzzles like this, what you really want to do is you want to figure out what operations you have that take the most area. In this case, it's definitely swinging around the output because you need to get it to hit 3 different orientations, or else you need more triplex glyphs to let you hit them. And that's going to be your biggest constraint on area. So a lot of what you want to do in a solution like this is try and plan around having that, basically work out what does your molecule look like, what's the biggest molecule you need to work with, what do you need to do with it, and try and plan around that. The only exception to that really is when you're dealing with small solutions where you're glyph limited and your area, you just stick down your glyphs and try and fit everything inside that.
All right, I'm back. Everyone hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know if it's coming through on stream.
Test, test. Okay. I think... Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, I accidentally disconnected my microphone. It has a kind of a weak USB port, so... Alright, so this is our Titan solution at 28 area. So we're now getting into the realms of people really optimizing for area. And you can see here that it is pretty compact now. There's a lot of space that's being taken up by track, unfortunately. And on top of that, there's still hexes here that are being taken up by equilibrium glyphs. Some of them are being used as storage, as you can see.
I feel like you could probably move the input 1 to the left and shave off a fair bit of area with a little bit of elbow grease.
Yeah, you can use this area to store atoms. There's also I'm not sure. I'm thinking it might be possible for Arm 3 to extend one track down here, and then you can remove Arm 2 completely. Maybe. Oh, no, it doesn't matter because he's doing that to get the third triplex bond in the middle.
Yeah.
All right. That's our Titan. Coming up next is Cold Spaghetti. Now, Cold Spaghetti is also at 28 area, but his is, it looks like it's smaller. And right now it's only going to be 26 area. But it takes up these 2 hexes, unfortunately.
That's an unfortunate position for that duplication glyph having to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
It's also input suppression being used.
Oh no, that's not. It's not to get not to get the duplication. That's just a coincidence. It's just because of that triplex.
All right. Coming up next is Ebb Drop. Now, this is also looks like it's really, really close, but unfortunately, he does extend outside of the initial area.
Yeah, there's... I'm actually interested to see where... there, yeah. Oh, because they're bonding on the end, right.
Mm-hmm.
So this would probably be improved by limiting. Oh, and there's salt waste too. Isn't there?
No. There's a duplication glyph in here, so he's reusing waste here. Yeah, then it repeats after half of the products.
That going out of bounds to hit that triplex glyph is unfortunate because you don't actually need to do it. You need to go out actually for the red one to go swing from green to red. No, I have this backwards.
The yellow is going to force you to take up at least these 4 hexes, and then the red's gonna. I guess you don't have to. Oh, right, because you can use the above as well. So.
I think there's some area lost by having a strategy, not bonding every molecule onto the triplex in the same way. Some of those bonded on the end with 3 bonding to 1, and some of them bonded 2 to 2.
Perhaps. Coming up next is Darius. So Darius is at 27 area. And this is 25. There's 2 more hexes that are taken up that we will see later. I think that might have been a mistake. Those 2 hexes should not have been taken up, because that was...
Oh, is that just an arm swing?
Yeah, that's a...
Oh, no.
Oof. Yeah, it's a return arm swing that Darius wasn't too careful about. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you have to be really careful using the return instruction on area solutions, because the game just picks... I think it always prefers to rotate in a specific direction, but you can't rely on it getting the ordering right to minimize area.
Yeah, right there. It does a 3-length swing from here to here. If you wanted to save those 2 arrows, you have to retract, swing over, and then extend. That is very unfortunate. Yep. After that is Kirisaki Kyoko. Here. Yep. There's some unfortunate area that's being taken up as storage.
Yeah, and then those top 2 are getting hit by the swing across.
Yeah, that swing right there. If you're rotating around this and you have a length 3 like that, that's gonna take up those 2 hexes.
Yeah, it's the same as if you're rotating. If you're just swinging an atom by 2, which will collide with anything up there.
Mm-hmm. All right, coming up next is Andre J.K. Actually, that's definitely not how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. It's Andrej K or something. I'm sorry. Please message me later about how to properly pronounce your name, please. But this is the solution. And it's pretty tight and compact. And then you have that problematic rotation.
Yeah, that swing is... and then that one. Yep. A little bit awkward.
All right. I'll see you later, Steven. The results will be posted in about whenever this stream ends, which is probably in like an hour and a half-ish. I don't know.
There's probably... Yeah, I think there's a way to... You could avoid some of those right-hand hexes by being a little more careful, maybe pulling the input off towards the left rather than the right.
I feel like they might be unavoidable with how it's laid out because of the rotations.
Well, that's what I was thinking, was to try and use some of those, make use of those left-hand hexes by trading off some of the right-hand ones.
Coming up next is Sharps. At least that's how I think that's pronounced.
This one's 19. This one's starting to get really, really promising. still a little bit of area lost there on those swings. The real problem there actually is that waste atom. I think better positioning, well, not waste, but that spare atom, a more careful positioning of that atom could probably reduce the waste on these swings.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say, though, without working it out or spending more time on it. I feel like putting waste on more waste on the right-hand side of the track would probably be an option. I guess not. The other thing which I found worked out is you see this this solution doing a swing by grabbing the arm on the end and then swinging it, and I worked out that that's usually not what you want to do. Oh no, sorry, that one, the one that it has is all right. It's the so if you're going from the outside, like at a 60-degree angle to the molecule, you don't want to be doing that swing. It's just always going to take up more area than the interior swing.
Okay.
But that's what happens here.
Coming up next is Voidify. That's a lot of really interestingly placed equilibrium glyphs.
Yeah, this is a very interesting layout. I can see one of the swings with the product here.
Ah. Huh.
Ah, swinging it downward. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of clever stuff to not hit this equilibrium glyph. Yeah, but unfortunately he does take up those two.
Yeah, and those two are too far away to make much use of them, which is a little unfortunate.
Yep, and this is the last output. Alright, after Voidify is System with an X. So this is at 21 area now. Notice that there's a distinct lack of track.
Very nice.
Yeah.
This is our first trackless solution. I think we had one. Did we have one with stationary arms?
I don't remember.
This is definitely our first with only one arm and no track.
I think so.
This one also has those extra hex swings on the other side of the output.
Yeah. So I'm gonna borrow a line from IEEE. An area that starts with 2 is, unfortunately for this puzzle, not a great area optimized solution. In fact, a lot of people sent me solutions under 20 area. We will get to the lowest area soon. Well, maybe not soon, but we'll get there eventually.
Well, and I'm just going to say, I went through every single possibility for trying to shave one more area off my solution, and I didn't find it. I don't know if anyone did, and I'm excited to see whether or not I was right. I've been trying not to look at these when you're scrolling through the menu. But I'm excited either way.
The menu, you can take a look. These are all they've all got their.
I don't want to see what the numbers are.
The metadata is scrubbed from them, so you can't actually see them.
No, but it says like how many, doesn't it? Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I scrubbed it. It was I had to go and change the parser to do that, but it doesn't show anymore. Oh, the solution names. Yeah, some of them might have that on there. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so this is our first 20 area solution by Kupio Ala, and it is. I guess I should just start. Actually, no, I can't really say the score because then it kind of gives away who got a minimum metric area or minimum metric score. But yeah, 20 area, pretty fast. 200, less than 200 cycles.
Yeah, 3 arms really helps.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, I think part of it is some rotations, like the length 3 rotations, even if you're holding an atom at the end, it doesn't actually collide with arms, but it does take up the space anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of... I don't remember off the top of my head if there's any swings that don't collide with atoms but take up space, but there's definitely ones that won't combine with area, or won't combine with or collide with arms.
Yeah. Here's
like that length 2 swing.
Here's the next one, by someone named Bambi. Very interesting choice to place the input like that.
Yeah, I guess that's just because without input suppression, it's going to be in the way no matter what you do. Well, I guess this is a form of input suppression, leaving the input partially there like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, tunnel vision solution, potentially, I could see that. That extra shimmy up to the calcification glyph feels a little unfortunate. It's understandable. Making good use of those 2 hexes at the bottom that need to be included for the swing.
Yeah. Alright, and this is the last one. Coming up next is Communist Mountain. Which is at C. Alright, so this is another solution that's actually kind of similar. Uses this this input in like a straight line. I guess that is one way to do input suppression, but yeah, unfortunately that swing there takes up the two hexes up there. If you can just use like a piston arm and just drag the input one over like a couple atoms over, then yeah, it is. I guess it is a way to save some space.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Juice.
Even those 2 hexes up at the top, this solution would probably... You might be able to put the input up there with suppression on a 3rd hex and keep that area down.
Possibly. Alright. So that's 20 area. The next one is by Ancaligor? Ancaligor? It looks like this. And this is actually another single arm solution. Unfortunately, this one does take a little while to run. It's at 500 cycles, but it's very round numbers. 100, 520.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, lots and lots of manipulation around a single arm, using a lot of input suppression, and pretty good use of area, I would say. Yeah.
Does this run into... So one of the problems that I ran into with some of my earlier solutions, and I don't know if any of the final submissions will have it, is a layout where you can't get to the output without suppressing your input. And that forces you to pull an extra input on every 3rd output because you need to suppress. And that certainly makes the solutions more complex and also gives you a 3rd atom to have to maneuver out of the way of your swings.
All right. Coming up next is username void.
No, Mojo, that was a 20 area as well.
Yeah, these are all 20 area solutions. But this one is actually our first 19 area solution. So we're going to be starting to count down. We're going to be
You can see
counting down.
so that input suppression up there.
This is actually our most expensive 19 area solution, tied with the next one. But the next one,
Well, it has to be the most expensive. It's the first one.
yeah, the next one also runs just slightly faster though. Yeah, very good use of the two arms. It runs decently fast. Next one is by Specht 98. Here. I have another similar layout. Two arms on separate tracks. Oh, that's a juicy rotation right there.
Oh wow, that is exciting. When pulling off another input to maneuver things out of the way, that's something. What's that for? Can you slow it down here? I want to figure out what's going on there. Oh, it's to allow that rotation where the input slips down.
Yeah, it's right here.
Is that just because?
I think it's just how Spec 98 is handling the waste in this solution, with how there's one cell atom here, but
yeah, because there's no other way to get that upper waste atom down to the safe X's.
Mm-hmm. It's a little unfortunate, but we'll see. We'll see soon about other ways of approaching this.
Mr. Puzzle set to get the fire atom to the other side of the product.
Yeah.
I definitely ran into that problem in some of the potential layouts I was looking at, not being able to move things across.
All right, coming up next, Sander S. I'm not sure why these are here. I don't think they should have been here. Anyway. The difference is there's less tracks, but there's an extra arm here, which is actually very interesting.
So it works out to the same cost, right?
Yes. It's the same cost, but it runs faster.
Yeah, 3 arms means you can do 3 things at once. In area solutions, the speed tends to be correlated pretty tightly with the number of arms.
Mm-hmm. So this ran in 220 cycles. 19 area. Yeah, a lot of people sent in 19 area solutions, but we will see that yes, there is better. Tweedledee is next. Yeah, so unfortunately with cost being the tiebreaker, it really means that you've got one arm, maybe 2 arms to work with, but usually it's just one arm. The classic is just one arm on a track with area cost, but there are some things where you have to... there are some times where the cost is the same if you use like 2 arms versus 1 arm on a track for some very specific circumstances, but this is... Sorry, yeah?
The most obvious one is the glyph of dispersion, which I think requires 4 track. No, that's not right.
I'm not sure.
takes 3 for unification, though. So if anything else forces you to have an extra track, and 4 track is the same cost as a fixed arm. Although I don't think you can do unification with just a fixed arm. And oh, I guess a fixed arm and a fixed piston could do it.
All right, coming up next is Guzumi. And this one is also in 19 area. Yeah, you can see there's the 2 hexes that are being taken up there because of that rotation.
Yeah.
Now, Guzumi has actually got a really fast solution. It's at under 200 cycles. 193. But it is 140 gold cost. Coming up next, chickens in the attic. Here's where we get to 500 cycles again. But you can see input suppression, you have the duplication here, and you've got a bunch of rotations to rotate over the glyphs. But it is using a 4-long track, so.
Right, yep. Very nice use of that duplication, or of that calcification glyph right in the corner just before dropping.
RPO is saying it's so close to the trapezoidal perfection, but no. You've got this little calcification glyph hanging out there.
Is that right-hand hex really needed?
This one?
The rightmost hex track. I don't think that's needed at all. I think you could move the calcification glyph up there and get the perfection. Oh, it's for that last swing.
Ooh.
Oh, but you could... Oh no, you can't. You need to do it that way because you can't.
Yeah.
Swinging it, trying to rotate over the triplex glyph is going to collide with the input. Although, might be doable with careful suppression.
Yeah. Next is Amusette. Another similar layout where you've got all the glyphs in the center and a big track.
And now it's almost a parallelogram.
Should put the V Critelli up there, but whatever. We all know that the most important bit about optimizing Opus Magnum solutions is the placement of the Critelli hex, of course.
Yeah, and Brookie knows this. I resubmitted all of my solutions with Critelli glyph. I renamed them once I realized from week 0 that my name was going to be in all of them anyway, so I didn't want to have it twice. But then I also fixed the Critelli glyph in all of them at the same time. And this puzzle runs into what I was talking about earlier about having to deal with having to pull off an extra input in order to deal with suppression. So that was an extra waste atom that they need to deal with.
All right. Coming up next, F. Cavalierne, which is EF. Here it is. Very, very nicely placed Critelli. Interesting use of input suppression. Very nice use. That swing clears those 2 atoms.
Good waste storage there.
And yeah, he has to pull off another atom off of that to be able to bond, or else during that rotate, it'll smash into the input.
Right, yeah. I also like that that swing to unbond. That's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. I guess technically with how the arm is placed here, it is technically able to grab any of these 3 spots. But yeah, if you, for future reference, there are ways where you can, like, say, take an atom here, swing it around over here, and not be able to actually grab the other side of the unbonder glyph. It is valid. We went through some of that in week 0. Coming up next is Monster Racer.
This is another one of the solutions where 3-track is probably eating the most of the area.
There's a lot of waist manipulation that's kind of painful.
Yep. Well, not waste. It's not going to go to waste,
right.
But the intermediate.
Yep.
Yeah, RPI, this is not the first 19. There's been a bunch of them, or RPO, I mean.
Yeah.
There was one with, I think the first one we saw had 3 arms, 3 pistons.
No, it was 2 pistons and 2 tracks.
Ah, okay.
I think.
Right, no, I was thinking one of the 20s.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so that was Monster Racer. Coming up next is actually the last of the 19 area solutions by Binky. Here you go. It's another parallelogram. But Binky, where is the Critelli hex?
I feel like next time Biggie runs the tournament, he's going to disqualify any entry that doesn't have the Critelli glyph in the right place. You can ask him once he gets on.
Yeah. Biggie said he had a meeting from some time to another time. But yeah, I said he can join us whenever. But yeah, this is 100 gold, which is that's what you get when you use all the necessary glyphs and 1 piston arm without a track. For area, anyway. Alright.
We've already seen solutions that don't use duplication and have waste chains instead.
Yes. Matter Monkeys. Next, with the very first 18 area solution. You see, there's a very easy way to make that very, very difficult. You just bury the Critelli hex under a field of equilibrium glyphs. But yeah, more input suppression and more clever use of, well, technically not waste management, but you guys know what I mean.
Keeping track of all these extra glyphs.
Yeah.
Lots of work to shuffle them out of the way. The using the 2 arms to coordinate to move waste as you're doing a swing is can be pretty important.
Yep, lots and lots of shuffling. This one runs in 749 cycles, so we're gonna be here for a little while. I could just fast forward to the end, but Yeah. Lots and lots of shuffling. Alright, coming up next is Hutobi. It's a triangle without the corners. Yes, that was the first 18.
I believe that my very first area solved for this puzzle had this exact same shape. Different layout, but same shape.
Yeah, I will say, a lot of people gave me 19 area solutions, and a lot of people gave me 18 area solutions. So that was, like, the general, like, consensus was 18, 19 area was pretty common.
Yeah.
RPO, you're up next. Same area.
So that explains why RPO.
The perfect trapezoid.
DMing the trapezoid.
Pretty aesthetic. But where's the Critelli? You should have put the Critelli in the equilibrium, man. I'm disappointed.
This is quite similar to my 18. Although I had the input over on the right side.
Alright. Anime is next. That's another Space Chem player.
I think all of these are probably faster than my 18 area, though.
Let's see here. Alurka, your 18 area that you sent to me that I'm looking at is 11578418, which would have been right between RPO and this solution.
That's interesting. Is that the wrong way? Oh, it's not got the triplex bonds, right?
Yeah.
See that common theme of needing to manage the input suppression.
Mm-hmm. All right. Up next, Winter 1703. Yeah. Pretty common truncated triangle shape. How many people are left? A lot, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Wow.
Yeah, 16 people got a better than this solution.
We as we know, Biggie Max was perfect. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's pretty cool.
The Superman layout. That is a very interesting way of maneuvering around that. It's a lot of rotations.
Yeah.
Huh. OMG, it's Abyss. You are actually not after Winter. You're coming up soon though, but you're not actually the next. Yes, there is a solution. What the heck? What?
This is what I was
What? Okay.
It's actually really cool. taking the sort of like semicircle like that, and then breaking it to turn it into two.
Okay, yeah, that is very interesting. Very cool. Very cool, Winter.
I definitely didn't think of that, and now I'm wondering if I should have. We're gonna get to pentapigs, and then it's just gonna be all sorts of wacky, confusing.
Yeah. Before we go to OMG It's a Beast, the actual next person is actually Panic. So Panic scored right between those two solutions. Hello, Biggie. Come join in the Discord call whenever you are ready. Oh my god, Panic. Such a dad joke. Yeah, I think you should join the call.
We need to know if next time you host, whether or not it will be legal to omit the Critelli glyph. Whether that will just disqualify a solution.
Alright, so for the record, we are entering the top page of solutions with Panic's solution, aka my monitor, Microsoft Excel on my monitor goes down to 36 entries, and Panic is the bottommost of the first page. Alright, well, I guess it's time to place your bets on first, second, and third places.
Pentapig, Jinyo, and I don't know. I guess I have to say Biggie because his solution is perfect.
I'm looking at the chat to see.
And Mojo's a good guess. That's me. I'm Alarka.
All right, OMG, it's a Beast. You're up next. So, person. What do you who do you think are gonna take the top 3 spots for area gold cycles? Jojo might be up there too, actually. Alarka's solution is decent too. Penta, Jinyu, Brother Mojo.
I don't know what my solution is.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh, you do, but these other people don't, do they?
I don't think so.
All these people talking about it on the...
Must be Biggie. His solution is perfect.
Yes, Starfish, that's what I was thinking. Should that be Starfish?
I don't know.
Don't question
it. All right, we're nearing the end of the 18 area solutions. Up next is Mr. Puzzle. Yeah, trackless. It's a trackless 18.
Some nice maneuvers there with those arms, or with those length 2 sticks.
Yeah, and you can see here we have this indirect debonder where this arm cannot actually ever reach this hex right here, but it doesn't need to because every time it debonds, it's leaving behind length 2 piece right there, and you can always grab from here.
We really should come up with names in the community for certain shapes of molecules. Like, kind of like how the Game of Life community has all their different types of...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe that's interesting.
Pardon?
Making double salt there is interesting.
Yeah, it was salt triplex to assault. I think it was just a coincidence because of the calcification glyph there. That was kind of interesting. Yeah, unfortunately, this one does run for a while. I'm kind of surprised that this is coded all the way through. But yeah, 776 instructions.
It's necessary because it pulls the extra input to suppress on the third one, so it can't loop around it.
Right. That's unfortunate. Yeah, to save cycles ever so slightly. Goodbye,
I needed
Galaxy.
to do that on. I was always happy when I had one where I didn't need to do that suppression.
Yeah. Oh, and also
this is a cool layout.
Initialization. Yeah, so Goodbye Galaxy has the last of the 18 area solutions. So from here on out, yes, people did manage to get to 17 area.
Or possibly 60. We don't know. Well, you know, but I don't know.
Yeah, there were 2 trackless 18 layouts. Yeah, trackless for this solution, like going from a track to no track is like it's a big change. Because you're just suddenly so much more restricted in what you can access and whatnot.
Absolutely. You start having to make use of indirect stuff. Like in this case, that calcification glyph is indirect. My very first solve for this had a triangle of track in the corner. Which was mostly to let me deal with the fact that I had worst arrangement of the glyphs.
All right, coming up next, M-Pete, also known as Sandwich. Right, so M-Pete has the very first 17 area solution.
I'm going to be back in a moment.
Okay. How many 17? Well, from here on out, it is all going to be 17 or lower. As for the number of scoring players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey, it's 17 or lower. I didn't spoil anything. I'm just saying, there's 17 players left. Which is kind of surprising, because I had 52 scoring players, which means a full third of them were able to find a 17... a full third of the players were able to find a 17 area solution. I'm very surprised that that many people found 17 area. Alright. Phial is up next. Yeah, M-Pete had a 2-piston arm solution. Phial has piston on a track. M-Pete is actually the only scoring 17 area that had 2 piston arms instead of... Yeah, all the rest of them are 1 piston and a track or less. Ah, okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, I just realized this one takes 1,500 cycles. Yeah, this one is the slowest of the 17 area piston on a track. A lot of shuffling. Yeah, that's the thing about area gold solutions. It can get very, very shuffling intense. All right.
Hi, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes. We're approaching top 10. It is time for everyone in the chat to lock in your bets for who is taking top 3.
I just want to say it doesn't surprise me that there's a lot of that there was only one two piston solution, because once you have I feel like there's enough flexibility in track that once you have two arms and you know that 17 is possible, getting that extra gold reduction probably wasn't too much of a challenge. Oh, Biggie, I'm flattered.
10th place, Starfish. Congratulations on 10th place. This is 17 area, 903 cycles, and 110 gold.
I'm really curious why everyone thinks I'm so good at area, because area is not historically my strong point. If this were a cycles puzzle with pure projection, I'd totally understand, but apart from that...
All right. Here's time to break all of your hearts, because coming up next is probably someone who you guys don't expect. Pentapig.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I beat Pentapig?
Yes. Yes, you did. Pentapig managed 17 area, 110 gold, but 758 cycles. It is still it's still a very good solution, considering it is at 17 area, but yeah, it is a little bit on the slow side, and it does use a track.
Honestly, anyone should be proud of themselves for finding something, because the input suppression required and the careful planning of the swings is definitely advanced play of Opus Magnum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this puzzle was not easy to optimize for area, just because of how awkward it is to swing this 4 length around the triplex. But, you know,
I went through every single swing, or every possible version of 2 swings. I literally went through every single one to try to find a 16. And I won't say whether I got it yet, but I will say that I went through every single possibility exhaustively. Yeah. Fortunately, there weren't that many.
Yeah. Biggie Mac is saying, we learn from each other and trailblazers are not the best forever. That is very true. And new players are also coming to this game, yeah. which bring their own, perspectives on things. Coming up next.
Yeah, and a lot of times these tournaments are good learning. Like the people who do okay one year might do really well next year because they learn from the winners.
Mm-hmm. Real Omni is next.
What's Real Omni? Okay.
Yeah. So congratulations, Pentapig, on 9th place. And congratulations, Real Omni, on 8th place. We're really getting up there now. And these are, so far we've just seen single arm, or single piston on a track. The broken Superman. It's the kryptonite, yes. It's been fixed with.
And I just want to say for anyone following along who's a little bit less familiar with the game, I keep joking about 16 because I know 15 just absolutely isn't possible because of the glyphs you need, and you need 1 space for the arm. So 16 is the absolute theoretical minimum, just from the stuff you need to put on the map.
Yeah. So this one runs in 570 cycles. All right, here's another wrench into your bets. 7th place. 7th place is Biggie Mac.
No, not our perfect layout.
Oh no, not my.
Biggie, you promised it was perfect.
My time. Yeah, Biggie Mac is at 471 cycles and is a single arm on a track. I promised the other solution was perfect.
You said they both were.
Yeah, Biggie actually has a pretty fast solution. New hierarchy. Jinyu, Mojo, Jojo.
Mojo Jojo, that sounds suspicious.
I don't think anyone's gonna guess the top 3, actually. I don't think anyone is going to guess the top 3. Alright, well, congratulations, Biggie Mac, on 7th place. Shadow Cluster isn't scoring you. That's... No. Jojo is actually our 6th place, and he is the first person to do 17 area without a track. So congratulations. Yes, this puzzle was possible in 17 area without a track, which is... It is pretty amazing to me, I'll be honest. I was not expecting this.
It's a very cool thing.
Yeah, I don't think my solution is in the game right now because I had to remove it because my parser has problems. But yeah, 6 people got 100 gold, 17 area or lower. Hello, Rex Kicks.
I just want to say that I'm looking at this and there's something I'm already face-palming at myself over.
What?
So I from seeing this solution, I know that it is possible to beat mine. Because I had a very similar layout, but not quite the same.
Well, this one unfortunately is going to take a little while to run. It runs in 900 plus cycles. But yeah, congratulations, Jojo, on taking 6th place. Yeah, I'm very surprised that 6 people found 17 area 100 gold or lower. I'm gonna be honest, when I first designed this puzzle, I myself didn't really know how low the area could get. That's kind of because I was very curious to see how people would optimize for this and how they would deal with it. Coming up next is Brother Mojo. So, congratulations, Brother Mojo, on taking 5th place. This is 17 area, 100 cycles, or sorry, not 100 cycles, 100 gold, but 774 cycles.
Wait, you said 774?
Yes.
Oh, wait, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, okay, yeah. I was mixing up my cycles on my CCA and AGC solutions.
Oh,
I was thinking, like, wait a minute, you've gone past.
I should go and mention this actually isn't coded straight through. This is actually this actually resets halfway through, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the main reason I picked this, the main reason I like this layout so much, apart from the fact that it was the only, basically the only 17 layout that I could find, is that because you can make the last swing to line your product up with the output, you can drop it without needing to suppress the input to swing back. And that saves a lot of headache.
All right, we're entering top 4 now. 4th place, SGS. Congratulations.
Oh wow, this is a cool layout. What's the...
It is a very interesting layout.
Oh, okay. He's using the, or they're using the left-hand square. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so it's actually very similar. It's just the same thing with the output shifted by 1. Why didn't I try that? The other thing, I had the same layout as Brother did, because, but I think that putting the calcification glyph up there is actually superior. And I'm not sure why I tunnel visioned on putting it next to the arm like that, because that putting it up top like this one lets you avoid calcifying that fire in the corner. Moving the input up lets you avoid an extra regrab and swing on the drop.
Yep. All right, coming up next.
And that one bugs me because I know at some point I was experimenting with it for the 2-piston.
3rd place. Alurka. Congratulations.
I'm getting punished for the 2.
Scrolls ambiguously. This is a very similar layout.
It's exactly the same as the one we saw 2 puzzles ago. And the only difference from 3 solutions ago is swapping the calcification and the equilibrium plus the yeah, see right there is where I end up having to spend time uncalcifying that. Oh no, I guess I didn't have to spend time uncalcifying that, but I had to do an extra swing around in order to use that because the salt wasn't usable on duplication. So I could save some cycles there.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some people who were using the fact that if you had a salt, it won't triplex bond to the fire. And there's yeah, there was some strategy there as well.
Oh yeah, wait, no, I did need to do that, so never mind, that wouldn't have worked. But definitely moving the output up would have helped. I remember now, I actually had to do... I think I did that here? No, I didn't, because I move it out of the way here, don't I? Yeah, I definitely for a while had a plan that relied on that. Maneuvering around that triplex glyph was a pain.
Alright, well, congratulations on taking 3rd place. We have 2 contestants left. And I bet no one's going to see this coming, because our 2nd place is actually... Are you ready for this? Nature. He is actually a Space Chem player, mostly. At least I know him from Space Chem. His name is Nouchar, or Nouchar. Yeah. Congratulations
awesome.
on taking 2nd place. Yeah. Yes, it also means that Jin Yu is 1st place.
Yeah. Unsurprising. Well, once Pentapig's out, unsurprising. I'm curious what happens if I make those 2 layout changes. And then, how many cycles is this one?
This one is at 600 and... Oh, sorry, no. Yours is at 660. This one's at 639. So this one beat you by 21 cycles.
Very different approach. I tried to avoid needing to do quite as much duplication on the last input.
All right. Jin Yu is up next. As everyone has probably guessed already, unfortunately, he did not find 16 area.
I am pretty sure 16 was possible, but I didn't want to commit to it. I'm sorry, it's impossible.
Yeah, I did not receive a 16 area solution from anyone, actually. Though, fun fact, Shadow Cluster actually has a solution that is faster than this one. So if Shadow Cluster was participating, he would have actually taken first place by 11 cycles.
How much is this?
This one is 574.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can see it repeats.
I'm gonna have to compare it to see what was better.
Unfortunately, I think I had to take out all the non-scoring solutions because I had a bug in my solution parser. It might be here, it might not. I'll have to go and check after this.
I can look afterwards.
But yeah, congratulations, Jin Yu, on finding this solution. I'm very impressed, and it is a well-earned first place for week 1 of the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. No, this was tough. It's worth noting, I think all of the 17s with 1 piston were variations on that same layout, and I think that was the only layout possible, so you had to find that.
This is Shadow Cluster 17.
But you do have it. Okay. Oh, and there I am. No, I guess I was wrong.
I think he tried really hard to keep it into 16 area, but he has to use the Critelli hex for some storage or something.
Yeah, so if you rotate this is actually very similar. It's but yeah, it's actually just the same thing with the input up in the corner, like the input offset by 1 and then the calcification up there. So yeah, it's the same thing, just rotated. Only one of us that didn't put the piston on the bottom.
Suddenly rotated by 60 degrees.
And yeah, you absolutely will need to hit that Critelli hex for the rotation.
Here, I'll go and do it for you guys, so you guys stop complaining. There you go. Alright. So that is week 1 area gold cycles. Just to recap, that is the top 10 was Jinyu was first place, Nouchar was second place, Alurka was third, SGS fourth, Brother Mojo 5th, Jojo 6th, Biggie Mac 7th, Rolomni 8th, Pentapig 9th, and Starfish 10th. Alright, it is time to move on to GCA solutions, and oh boy, I realized that I've been streaming for an hour and a half, and I've been going through these solutions pretty much as fast as I can. Unfortunately...
And these are going to be the slow ones.
Yeah, I am going to almost definitely alt-click through these. I'm going to actually skip the players who submitted only 1 solution, so that includes Poopyhead, who optimized for cycles, Weird, who only sent in 1 solution, Cold Spaghetti only sent in 1 solution, I think Purely Applied as well. Yeah. So purely applied, sent in 1 solution. Sharps. Did Sharps send in a... He did. Ah, but this is also his area solution, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Kirisaki Kyoko only sent in 1 solution as well. Amuzette has 2 solutions, so we will be starting with Amuzette. So Amuzette is here, and this is at 100 gold. So, yeah, unfortunately, 100 gold was not the best, not the best cost efficiency for this puzzle. It is, if you want to make it, well, I'm not sure if you can do this. Actually, you probably could. So 100 gold is all your necessary glyphs if you want to do this completely wasteless, plus a piston arm. Coming up next is Ebb Drop. Oh no, why is everything not in alphabetical order? So here we start to see some cost optimizing tactics. We have started cost. So things like you don't use a piston arm, because piston arms are really expensive. They're 40 gold. And instead you use a fixed arm and use track, because that you can access a lot of hexes with a piston arm or with a fixed arm plus track.
Especially a length 2 arm.
Yes. So Ebb Drop here has 95 cost. To make this faster, I'm probably going to be fast forwarding through a lot of these puzzles. I'm sorry, yeah, but like this video is getting really long. Coming up next is Knife, Fork, and Shovel, if I could find it in this mess. Is that it? GCA? Why do I have 2 GCAs? That is really strange. This shouldn't have happened. Anyway, we can see here that Knife, Fork, and Shovel starts with you can see that there's a thing that we'll see a lot more often in the coming solutions, and that is the usage of a waste chain. This is because you can actually you don't actually need the duplication glyph. You can just make this huge big stick of salt, and then suddenly you don't need the 20 gold for it. Yeah, but you do have to add a bonder, so it only saves 10 gold. Is that the right one? That is the right one. Alright, coming up next, Darius. Darius. GCA. Yep, so Darius is at 90. He unfortunately does use a duplication glyph, but because he's using an fixed arm on a track, it comes out to the same cost as a piston arm. Starfish says, when I still had min cost, I still had a bonder, so don't believe anything I say. Yeah, I'll have to say, Starfish. Starfish sent me a 80 gold solution, and it stayed at 80 gold for quite a while. And then he found a 70 gold solution, and that stayed there for quite a while too. FK Valerne is here. It's another one, but he is at 90 gold, and he's actually the last of the 90 gold solutions. Everybody after this managed to figure out how to remove either the track or get rid of some glyph.
Yeah, this was a very cool puzzle. I liked the sort of chain of realization.
That was on purpose. All right. So here's a surprise. The next one is actually, oh boy, I wonder if it actually got in here or not. It should. I'm not running this one to completion because it's 35,000 cycles long.
What?
Yeah, it's 35,000 cycles long, and that's because of, this. Thanks. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna start shift scrolling. Yeah, I'm not running this one to completion. Yeah, thank you very much, Steven, for your solution. Considering that you actually did manage to get the metadata to actually, you know, do this, I'm surprised that you sat through all this time. But yeah, I'm not running this to completion. Sorry, there's like 5,000 spins on this.
That's absurd.
Alright, coming up next. System is up next, and he is at 80 gold. He is the first 80 gold solution that will actually run to completion.
So this one does use the duplication.
Oh,
so
sorry.
it's
This
just eating,
is.
getting rid of
I'm
that.
sorry. That is the.
So that's 100 gold. Yeah.
Sorry, I clicked onto the area solution. My bad. I have to go and find the other one. The other solution.
Oh, there it was.
My bad. My bad. Yeah, I scrolled down expecting it to be there, but no. Where is it actually? I'm pretty sure I copied it in here.
I thought I saw it.
Ah, here it is. Sorry about that. This is the this is 80 gold. Yeah, so this is single fixed arm, no track, but you do have duplication. And because there's no bonder, that means that this is actually doing wasteless. So yeah, 80 gold gets you wasteless with a single arm without a track. So Steven says it was 500 full rotations per output cycle. Yes, 500 full rotations times 6 cycles per full
Steven.
rotation is 3,000 cycles per output. That only adds up to 18,000 cycles. So I don't know where the other 12,000 cycles are coming from, or not 12, 17,000, because your solution is per input. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. All right, coming up next, anime. Right, so you might see that there is actually a bonder and there's a track, but it saves because it is not duplicating, and instead it's doing, it's just making salt waste.
Yeah, the step 1 to improving in this puzzle is realizing that you can get rid of the duplication and putting bonder on instead and just having a nice waste salt chain.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, why would you do that by hand in game? You should have used what is it? Fainder's solution editor and just copy pasted a bunch.
Or just like repeat n,000 times.
Yeah.
You could just specify it yourself. I guess that takes away the fun though.
Well, here comes the next solution by Voidify. Another similar approach of making a salt waste chain. Now this one runs in 378 cycles.
I really wish that salt waste chain was the right choice for this puzzle because I had a really pretty salt waste chain solution.
That's getting a little spoilery there, but yeah, salt waste chain ended up not actually being the cheapest way to do this. Yeah, I was there with when Biggie Mac first made the realization. Wait a second.
You got to see mine too.
Why does the waste chain get offset to the right? Oh no.
Oh well, we got to keep moving.
Yep. Username void is up next. I have to go and scroll through all of this. Here it is. Ah, thank you, Mr. Cool. Yeah, so 80 gold was doing this with a waste chain with salt. So these solutions actually end up being conceptually pretty similar. Steven says he made a GIF for the spinny thing, but it's 378 megabytes. Yeah, yeah. Alright, coming up...
I watched movies that are smaller than that.
Coming up next is Kupioala. Ah! Duplication. No track, but no bonder.
So this one's going to be wasteless, probably.
Yeah. Oh, Koopy's from Necrodancer. That's cool.
Oh, more Necrodancer overlap.
Huh. That's cool. That's really cool.
Feels like, honestly, it's one of the great mysteries of the internet as to why there's so much overlap between Necrodancer and Opus Magnum.
Now, I'm just curious now if anyone here is a Celeste player.
I mean, I play it, but I don't like run it or anything.
Yeah, same here. I play it, but I don't.
A lot of fun
run
to
it.
watch runs though.
Vist also plays Celeste. All right, coming up next, Bambi.
Biggie, who else is there from Necrodancer besides us? I know there's at least one or two more people.
Rolami says you're only at
Grimby, of
200.
Or Grimy. Only at 201 berries.
That's what? That's everything minus Moonberry or the Golden Farewell Berry? I don't know. Oh, that's cool.
It's the golden. Yeah.
Oh,
the
Farewell Gold. Oh god, yeah, that's yikes.
I mean, assuming that that's the one that they're missing, and not like the, I don't know, the
yeah, Farewell
1A
Golden.
berry.
Yeah, Farewell Golden is god, that's nightmarish.
I think I've got like 2 more.
Alright, coming up next is Hutobi.
Another wasteless.
Yeah.
I'd actually be very interested to see whether like a really top tier optimized wasteless looks like. It's just that one arm.
We still have a lot of solutions that are at 80 gold, so we might see some actually.
This isn't the first solution to use a swing back to hit that glyph of duplication right off the input.
I don't think it is, but yeah, this puzzle is a big exercise in reducing the glyphs that you need and a lot of indirect access to. Coming up next is Chickens in the Attic. If I can... There you go. Salt chain time.
Oh, that regrab for the output makes me so... Oh, wait, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, the waste chain method is actually pretty fast.
Biggie, that is exactly the same as I had. 203. I got 153 area. What did you get? Then I went and ruined it all by decreasing the gold, of course.
Where do I find... Winter is up next.
Starfish, you found 7 gold? That's impressive.
Yep, so this is 80 gold, 273 cycles, 51 area. Oh, I'm getting messages. Biggie is posting a thing. Alright, coming up next is JW Fire Dragon. If I could find... Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that this isn't all in alphabetical order. I expected it to be, but it's not. I don't know why. Yeah, reflexively checks Discord. Yeah, that's why I said that's my end. It's sorry about that for anyone, especially if you're watching this like after the stream and it's a video on demand. Yeah, sorry about that. Yep. So this one beat the previous solution by 2 cycles. But there's even closer, because the next solution by Spect beats it by just a single cycle.
Wow.
Yeah, so this one is at 270. Alright. We have 4 more solutions at 80 gold, starting with Binky. If I could find it. This one is actually looping with a lot fewer instructions than I thought.
I really don't have too much to say about this. I feel like cost optimization theory is where I'm the weakest. And I expect to be Well, I found the secret, so I expected to do pretty well there, but I'm not sure I'm going to do well within that group of people who did.
Mm-hmm. All right, see ya, Steven. Coming up next is Goodbye Galaxy, if I could find it. I don't know. I expect it to be here, but it's not, so it must be elsewhere. It's up here for some reason. This one runs in 264. That's a very interesting salt chain. I do like it. I do like it. It's very area efficient. Also runs pretty fast. But OMG, it's Abyss to actually beat you by 5 cycles. It's coming from my end, I'm sorry. Alright. Coming up next is the last of the 80 gold solutions, and that is Nochar. He has the fastest of the 80 gold solutions at 237. Well, fastest of the scoring, actually. There were people who got faster 80 gold solutions. Monster Racer sent one that is 2 cycles faster than this, and Phial sent me one that was 15 cycles faster. And Biggie and Elurka here also said that they had faster solutions at around 203 cycles. But as I've made known now, 80 gold is actually not the lowest gold that you can get. Coming up next is Sanders, if I could find it, at 75. 75 is a little bit of a weird one. And I think you get to this by essentially filling up everything with salt. Yeah.
This looks like someone misunderstood. Someone thought it was gold area.
I don't think so, because I think you can get lower gold area with a duplication glyph. Oh wait, but that would cost. I don't know.
Although I guess if you're working under the yeah, I guess if you don't see how to handle a waste chain, then this the spending the money on the track makes sense.
But yeah, that is possible. That is possible. To do this, putting salt waste everywhere.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just
If you think that removing the bonder, if you don't see how to do it without the second track, then you're right.
all right. Coming up next is gotta find this person. Monster Racer. I think he did something very similar, because equilibrium glyphs everywhere is kind of,
Yeah. I admit I wasn't expecting any solutions like this.
very, very
I like
spinny.
Around. B.
Yep. The interesting bits are all at the very end, where you start to have all of this filled up, and then what do you do?
Yeah.
That one didn't have as much rearranging as Standard S's, but that would have been interesting. The last of the 75 gold solutions is Kaldenhecker. Let's see. Here it is. Even if the tunnel vision is very evident.
Didn't we see this one already? Wasn't this the area solution?
I don't think so. This one is at 81 area. Did we? We might have.
I feel like this was our very first one.
Oh. Alright. Well, it scores a lot better in gold cycles, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Well, technically it only scored 6 better.
Yeah, I guess I did accidentally spoil 75 gold. Coming up next is Ancalagor. Ancalagor is our first 70 area solution. Oh, if you're curious about what that is popping up, that's me switching between Dvorak and US, aka QWERTY. You might notice that down here, it's a little weird because there's like an apostrophe, a comma, a period, and then PY, and then all the vowels.
Well, this spoils 60G.
Yes, this actually does spoil the methodology to get to 60 gold. You actually don't need a bonder to make your salt waste. You can use the triplex to do your dirty work of making a waste chain.
It just comes with the unfortunate cost of only giving you one useful atom every input.
Mm-hmm. And this gets pretty big. It's at 1223 cycles. Pretty big area. But yeah. Coming up next is Communist Mountain. What is this input position? I don't know. Just deal with it, I guess.
Allow the suppression. That's to allow the suppression, I think, to let you swing that back around.
What he's doing is yeah, he's doing a lot of like back and forth to get the stick, and he needs the track to avoid some of the things. I'm gonna speed this up. It is at 700 cycles. So I guess it's about time to start placing your bets. And I'm gonna immediately ruin all of your bets for first, second, and third place, actually.
Oh no.
Because coming up next is... Let's see if I can find it. Jinyu. Jinyu has a 70 gold solution, but he got 350 gold, or sorry, 350 cycles and 371 area.
Oh, Jinyo didn't see the. Oh no, does have a waist chain here.
But he has the track.
No, is unbonded. Oh, fascinating approach.
Yeah,
This
week
track.
1 gold cycles area is actually a very, very interesting metric.
I actually wrote in my Imager album that I'm expecting a solution somewhat like this one to win.
Here's your next shocker.
That one had the track.
Pentavig is up next.
Wow.
Yep, 70 gold. Yeah, Pentapig and Jinyu actually both did not manage to get 60 gold solutions. But that also means that Biggie Mac actually ties Pentapig with the solution, but Biggie Mac has a better solution. It is actually an almost exact tie. It's 70 gold, 203 cycles, 124 area. That's all the same. The only difference is Biggie Mac has one extra instruction.
I also had a 203 cycles but I only got it down to 153 area.
But
my
yeah.
layout was not quite good.
So now we are starting to get into the 60 gold solutions. Yeah, Biggie Mac says he wanted it to reset. Yeah, that's why he had the one extra solution. But yeah, other than that, those solutions I think are identical or close to identical. 60 gold solutions. I'm actually very surprised that with 60 gold solutions, a lot of people found 60 gold solutions. In fact, my first page on Excel actually extends is all 60 gold solutions. So the start of the 60 gold solutions is, I have to go find
How many more do we have?
RPO.
So how many more do we have?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 after this one.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm sorry that it's taking this long, but we are somewhat close to wrapping up.
I'm very dirtily confused as to what's going on here.
He is making a waist chain, and he is making this. He is spinning the...
Yeah, I think I was just confused by what exactly was happening with the first round, but if it's just to make this loop, that makes sense. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the sort of thing that I was getting confused about.
Okay.
See, that sort of
yeah.
maneuvering. Yeah, it loops, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, this one does take quite some time to run.
This was the this was the first time I actually used F43 edit. Or F43'd it. Once I had 60, and when I decided I wanted to optimize, I was like, okay, I need good tooling for this because I'm not optimizing it like 4-figure tape by hand.
All right. Coming up next. Matter Monkey. Right, so the trick to 60 gold solutions is that you can actually get rid of your waste with just the triplex bond. With just a triplex bonder, and then you just debond one fire off of your chain, and then you just triplex your output. Yeah, it's slow, but I made it...
The good news is every solution after this is going to be faster than the previous.
Yes. Yeah, because 50 gold is, spoilers, impossible.
Oh, no, is that going to have to go all the way back? Oh, no. I'm really curious. I feel like I can say this now that we've seen this. I'm really curious whether we'll see any with a length 2 arm. Because I feel like you might be able to get better, even though it'd be really, really hard because you'd need to like bond the input to your working molecule in order to get to the triplex bonder, because you can't hit both sides of it with a length 1 arm. Oh, you were a biggie? Oh, that's a shame. Had no holes, right. But I feel like you might be able to eliminate some of the extra looping around if you could theoretically do a length 2 arm.
Special case felt the very last output, which is why this is coded all the way through. Lots and lots of effort done there.
Yeah, number of access points on tripling. Yeah, that's the trick.
Coming up next is Tweedledee, if I could find it. Did I scroll past? I didn't, did I?
Don't ask me.
Oh, no, I didn't. Here it is. So this solution actually does loop, so... Oh. Yep, loops every 200 cycles, 222.
Nice. This one's interesting with the output on the opposite side from the input.
Mm-hmm.
Starfish, I think I'll be happy with top 10 on this one too. That said, I did make a pretty good effort to optimize. But I definitely didn't explore the full solution space. So I will not be surprised if I was beaten. There's still a lot of solution space, even at 60 gold.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that you only have that 1 arm that's stationary.
Coming up next. Let's see if I can find it.
Can you read off the number of cycles for each one, by the way?
Oh, yes. That one was Tweedledee at 1,308 cycles. Coming up next. Starfish.
This is quite similar to mine.
We will see.
Well, no, I just mean in terms of the approach.
Oh. So after Starfish, I actually have a 60 gold solution that comes in at 1,096. But yeah, I don't think I have I don't think I have my puzzle in here, so we'll be skipping that. Coming up next. Mr. Puzzle. Mr. Puzzle is at 1027 cycles. But I will say, cycles for this puzzle actually... Oh. This isn't the most recent solution you've sent. It is not? Let me take a look. I may have missed something.
Is it the best one? Only 2 cycles.
Sent it 20 minutes before cutoff. Did you email me? He says yes. I have... The latest email that I have from you was sent 4:45 p.m. my time, which is about 2 hours and 15 minutes from the deadline. I don't think it would have been put into the spam filter because his emails have already been getting to me already.
Well, does it really matter if there's a 2 cycle difference unless someone got into the gap?
Mr. Puzzle, I'm just gonna go and ask. What did you manage to do for your cycles?
That only shaved 2 cycles.
Is this not the one? I think this is the one. Because I do have one that's at 1027 and another one that's at 1029. You limited 2 pivots at the beginning. Is this not the one? Let me check to see if there's another one. Ah. Is it this one? I think I have both solutions in here. I'm not entirely sure why both of them might be in here. We'll just find out and see. He says, yeah, this is the one. Okay. Alright, well, thanks for catching that for me. I'm sorry that another solution was in here for some reason. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's probably because I didn't delete the other puzzle that was already in the verification folder, because I have to go and delete that every time if I wanted to actually import all the puzzles. Alright. Coming up next, Brother Mojo. Ooh. It's a lot of bonding there. RPO is guessing that JoJo is next. Well, I will say that with Mr. Puzzle's solution, we have finally broken into the top page of the Excel sheet, which is kind of surprising, actually.
So this is a neat approach
Pardon?
with the. This is a cool approach with the bonding them consecutively like this.
Ah,
I'm not sure. I'm curious whether the winner will use this, but this is cool.
yeah. This one is just over 1,000 cycles. Coming up next, you know who you are. Alurka.
Seems about right.
Waste chain building. That's a pretty nice spot for the input, actually.
I really like it, but
Yeah, this is very
I feel
clean.
like it was a lot worse when I was trying to bond the waste from the right. I got about, what was it? I had 1328 cycles on my first solve for 60.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is now 10th place time. Alright. People, it is time to place your bets on who's going to take top 3. While I do 10th place. 10th place is
Just missed top 10.
Panic. I actually also don't think that people will be able to guess who takes top 3 for this week's for this metric either. My guess is nobody is able to guess. I don't think anyone's gonna guess all 3 names correctly. I don't even think anyone's gonna guess 2 names correctly. I don't know. I don't know. I think there's a 50-50 chance that no, maybe more than 50. I think maybe more than a 50-50 chance.
Who, by the way, how many cycles is this one?
This is Panic's, and this is at 886. And this is 10th
This
place.
is very in terms of approach, but clearly doing it faster. Oh, I think I see some savings from reaching back on the input on alternate grabs. I've been thinking about that, and then I ended up not doing it, and I can't tell you why.
All right, 9th place is let's see if I'm Andrej K. Andrej K is at 9th place, and he is also above 800 cycles. I think we went past Neuchar, yes. Yes, Neuchar had an 80 gold solution.
I like this using the input to wand over. That's pretty clever. I feel like there's so much room for creativity in cost cycles a lot of the time. Even though it's the the metric that gives you the least amount of, like, the least arms. You just get the one, you often get like one arm or two arms with no track, and they're just fixed arms.
Oh yes, I should probably say congratulations to Panic for obtaining 10th place, and congratulations to Andrej K for obtaining 9th place. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Andre K, probably, or just Andrake. I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably Andre K.
All right. Coming up next, 8th place, Biggie Mac. You have a very, very interesting startup, but yeah, you coded out this completely. I was like, yeah. This is going to be a lot of the same, and then he special cases out the very, very end.
I did the same thing.
Yeah. This is one reason why I like cycles or throughput more, is just you code the one arm and just repeats that one arm over and over and over.
Yeah, for sure. So throughput is definitely involves a lot less special casing. And for cycles optimization, going for pure cycles can require a lot of special casing that you just wouldn't do in a throughput solution.
RPO says, if SpaceChem has taught me anything, Biggie's proofs sometimes need peer review. Yeah. I remember, what is it, Philosopher's Cleanup. Biggie was very convinced that it was going to be really fast, but it wasn't too terribly fast. Oh well. It's not a big deal. SGS is in 7th place. Congratulations at 7th place, and I don't remember if I said this, but congratulations Biggie Mac for 8th place. So SGS is at 650 cycles, so we took a big leap down from 772 to 650, and yet we have solutions faster than this. That is a very, very interesting waste chain.
That is a cool waste chain, yeah. It's very neat. Nicely done. I like how it staircases, because when it has, whenever it's, after it's dropped a product, there's no working molecule anymore. So you can swing the input around counterclockwise instead of having to go clockwise. And I assume that works out to be faster. It's very neat.
Yeah, it's very cool. It does become slideshowy with big swings, especially when I speed things up, and in special cases the output, because you know. All right.
I'm surprised that was faster. Oh, but it only grabbed 2 inputs. I see. Clever with the salts.
Next up, this is in 6th place, R Titan. If I can find it. Oh.
Yeah, so this idea of building up a lot of, oh, this is cool. So it's just going to make one big long thing and then pull off all the
Output them all,
inputs.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense, because you're going to have to swing back and forth to get rid of all of those bonds along the row. So it makes sense to do it all at once, since you're going to be holding it all anyway. like that way you give yourself a trip.
I think it's
Well,
just,
5 trips.
there's more efficiency doing this because you have less grab drops, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does suffer a lot in area, but it is supposed to be pretty fast.
Well, area wasn't a metric.
Yeah, well,
Well, it was
here's all the
tertiary.
debonding.
Egg that calcifier on the way out.
Alright, so that was 511 area. Or, sorry, 511 cycles is this 1500 area. 511 cycles, yeah. And there's 5 people ahead of that, somehow. Which is... wow, okay. Coming up next, Rolomni. Congratulations, R Titan, on 6th place, and congratulations, Rolomni, on 5th place. But actually, also congratulations to Mpete. He has also exactly 60 gold, 504 cycles, and 955 area.
A tie?
Yes, it is a triple metric tie. It is a three-place tie between Rolomni and Mpete. Yep, and let's see Mpete's solution. So I guess technically that means that you two are actually in 4th place. Yeah. Congratulations. I should say who is left? That is for you guys to guess.
I've definitely not been keeping track.
Where is...
Shadow Cluster. You haven't done Shadow Cluster yet.
Shadow Cluster doesn't have a solution for this. This is interesting. I think it's the same solution, just mirrored.
Oh, it's quite the same? Oh, it might be.
Yeah, it's rotating this way instead of the other way. Yeah, so
I can do instruction by instruction comparison now.
Yeah, so Rolomni and Mpete are tied for 4th, and there's actually a slight change in the rules for this tournament, in that if 2 people tie, instead of sharing the points, like for example, if they were 4th and 5th place, instead of sharing points for 4th and 5th, so you get like 4.5, instead this time they both get the 4th place points, so they get more points if you tie. Coming up next, this is why I don't think anyone was going to guess three players at all, the top 3 players. The 3rd place solution is Guzumi.
That is an unfamiliar name.
Yeah.
That is cool. New players are always awesome to hear.
Yes, Guzumi broke underneath 500 cycles. Yes, we did. We did see an area solution from Guzumi. I don't think he placed terribly well in AGC. But yes, Guzumi, I think, is a new name.
So this looks very similar, but the triplex bond isn't finished. Yeah, so it
Right.
has to do all the other... I guess it looks like this might actually be faster this way. Oh, yeah, I see, because as it swings back, it gets the green bonds on the first 2, as it's working on the unbonding, which is very clever.
Alright, so congratulations, Guzumi, on 3rd place. 2nd place is Phial. Congratulations on 2nd place. If I can find your solution. Here it is. No, wait, no, that's your area solution. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Yeah, so Phial, 2nd place, 476 cycles. Yes, very, congratulations on getting 2nd place with your solution. It's very nice. Yeah, you build and calcify already your like that. That's pretty cool.
I'm curious about this one because it definitely does not look faster.
It is slightly faster because I think he's saving on grab drops right here, where he has to grab onto that atom anyway to swing the thing over. So he saves on a grab drop to get
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
But yeah, because of that, it goes from 493 cycles to 476.
Very cool.
Yes. And as many people have pointed out, yes, Jojo took first place. And Jojo's first place is actually very surprising because see if I can find it. I'm gonna let you guys take a look at what cycles he has, because this solution is unique.
Oh. Is that gonna do what I think it's? No. No, I guess not. Okay.
Are you guys ready for the magic?
Yeah.
Keep watching the cycle count.
I think I see what's coming. Okay, I think I got it.
421.
Oh, no, that was not what I was expecting. Okay.
Very close, very close.
What I was expecting, actually, was to pull off the salts for the last output. Because at that point, you can afford 4 atoms of waste. That is still pretty wonderful.
Yeah, pretty impressive because if you look at the secondary metric, Jojo kind of blew out everybody because they were at cycles, 421. The closest was 476, and then there were a group of people around 500, and then after that was 650 by SGS, and then after that 772 by Biggie. But yeah, Jojo actually submitted this solution really early on. It was like I was looking at the solution, or I was looking at my spreadsheet, and like everybody was at like 60 gold, and it was like 700 cycles, and 1,000 cycles, and then I see Jojo sitting at like 400. I'm like, what? But yeah, he submitted the solution pretty early, and he kept that lead for pretty much the whole week. So, yeah, congratulations, Jojo, for taking first place for Gold Cycles area for week 1. So, recap of top 10, Jojo for Gold Cycles area. Jojo, congratulations on first place. Phial, congratulations on second. Guzumi, congratulations on third. Pete and Rolomni, congratulations on joint 4th. R Titan, congratulations on 6th. SGS, congratulations on 7th. Biggie Mac, congratulations on 8th. Andre JK, I'm sorry, congratulations on 9th. Wait. Did I mess up? SGS is 7th. Biggie Mac is at 8th. Andre JK is at 9th, and Panicked, congratulations on top 10. Alright, because it's no longer a spoiler, here is the big spreadsheet. This is GCA. I have a condensed spreadsheet as well that removes all of the blank areas where people have improved. So this is...
You have
Pardon?
Sorry, do you have a spreadsheet with total scores?
Not yet. Actually, why is this here? Oh, okay. Never mind. This is, yeah, that's fine. I'm just double checking to see all these scores are good. Metric score, placement score. Yeah, I think these are all good. So yeah, these are the... Oh yeah, overall score. Jojo, 10. Theophile, 9.9. Guzumi, 9.8. Pete, 9.7. Rolani, 9.7. R Titan, 9.5. SGS, 9.4. Biggie Mac, 9.3. Andre HK, 9.2. Panic, 9.1. And that's top 10 for Gold Cycles area. Oh.
Yeah, this isn't the total.
For total score, I actually haven't calculated that. So, unfortunately, I will have to do that after the stream. I will probably add a link to it.
19.5.
Oh, do it live? Do it live? Alright, well, thankfully, I have... let's see here, if I can find week...
I'm surprised you made a separate spreadsheet for each one instead of just making one spreadsheet with multiple workspaces.
It's because I have different lists, so I need to combine these two together. How do I do this live? Okay, here. I'll copy this. Actually, I'm going to sort this by name. Okay. And then I'm going to sort this one by name. Sort by name. Then I copy this one. Come on. Copy that. Paste that here. And then week 1 total score equals to B2 plus D2. And then this gets dragged all the way down. And then, this is my first time seeing this too, by the way, so... let's see here. Who takes first place? I don't know.
Jojo. I can't see that it's going to be...
Total score. Order, largest to smallest. Jojo, SGS, Rolomni, Theophile, Alerka, Biggie Mac, Pete, Brother Mojo, Starfish, Jinyu. That's top 10. And then afterwards, Panic, Mr. Puzzle, Pentapig, Guzumi, RPO, Matter Monkey, Newchar, Tweedledee, Goodbye Galaxy, OMG It's a Bist, Monster Racer, Andre HK, Winter 1703, Ann Kelagor, Communist Mountain, Binky, Sander S, Huitobi, R Titan, Anime, Chickens in the Attic, Specht98, Username Void, Bambi, F. Cavaliern, Kupioala, Amizet, System, Voidify, JW Fire Dragon, Darius, Topomouse, Sharps, Kaldenhecker, Ebdrop, Kirisaki Kyoko, Knife, Fork, and Shovel, Steven _ Cold Spaghetti, Purely Applied, Weird, and Poopyhead. Alright, this is going to go all into my Google Drive. I will have that probably before 10 p.m. But yes.
Thanks for hosting.
Pardon?
Thanks a lot for hosting.
Oh, no worries. I'm a little sad that Biggie Mac did not end up joining to commentate. He did come in and comment in the... he says he has a headache. That's okay. But yeah, already here, nobody is going to get a perfect 200 score because we did not have a single participant get 10 out of 10 for both metrics.
All right, I got to sign off, but thanks a lot.
Yes.
See you next week or whenever.
Yes. I'll see you probably next week. I'm sorry the stream took 2 hours and 40 minutes, but we had a lot of solutions to go through.
That's a good thing.
All right. Now that I'm on my own, week 2 is already out. By the way, they are due in exactly a week minus 2 hours and 40 minutes. Yes. Um, it is Panacea to Poison, and they are. Studies show the next weeks will have fewer participants. Yeah. Week 2 is kind of the difficult half of the alternating easy slash difficult things, which does mean that yes, week 3 will be a little bit easier than week 2. Well, maybe not a little bit. It's probably more easy. Yeah. Week 2. Yes. So, quick reminder. For those who are coming into week 2, please check the rules that say please use equilibrium glyphs to indicate your height, and please place them in a way that they take up extra area, because my solution parser will be removing the area from taken up by your equilibrium glyphs from the final solution. So yeah. Week 2, metric A is height times cycles divided by 3. The division by 3 is because I wanted to normalize it to compare to a solution that is just straight up height 3. And metric B is sum. And I apologize that these two metrics are like, there's a lot of solution space to be covered, but that's kind of what makes it really interesting, because I didn't want to do a straight up like a height cycles thing, because I felt like it was a little bit too restricting to just say, hey, make a height 3 solution, because height optimization isn't actually all that terribly fun. Which is why I decided to do a multiplication between height and cycles. But yeah, well, I hope everyone enjoys that. You have, 7 days. Week 3 will drop in 2 days? No, 3 days. 3 days, yes. It will drop in 3 days, which is my Thursday 7 p.m. or Friday midnight UTC. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming to the stream. Thank you SGS for following me, and yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. I will be uploading this to YouTube, but it'll take like a day for it to process. All right, I'm gonna sign off. Goodbye.